Hello everyone, I'm very excited to be with Teresa here at Sixto's and Sixto's Cantina here in Burlingame, California. She is one of the co-owners of Sixto's as well as Alana's, which is just a few doors down. And we're lucky to have her here because she and her partner, Francesca, have owned these two businesses for
23 years for Alana's, 3+ years for Sixto's.
Wow, impressive. So in that time, you've gotten people through the doors, you've kind of gone through the economic downturns and the upturns and all that good stuff, and you've made things work. So you must have some best practices or some tips you'd like to share, maybe your top 3 when it comes to marketing and or customer experience. What would you say is number 1?
Well, our number 1, I think, is to be visible and present in our businesses.
Yeah.
And to know our customers and have our customers know us.
Mm-hmm.
So that they come in, they see us, they know we're here, they know who we are and why we're here, I think.
Exactly. Well, what is that experience like? If you can walk our listeners through, like from the moment folks walk through the door to when they walk out after a nice meal.
Well, it's always nice, to say hi, how have you been? Oh, how was your trip? You guys have been gone. I haven't seen you for a while on a typical day. Here, last night, I had a customer that I saw over the holidays that her daughter was in a dance program that San Mateo City puts on, and she saw me. We kind of waved, but then we were talking about it, so she sat down, we were talking about the program, seeing each other over the holidays. Mm-hmm. I finished taking her order, got things for her, and it was just the community mindfulness, I think, of
Real
it.
Personal connection.
Yes. Yeah. And just because we are here, we've been here for 23 years. So, and they eat at Alana's and Sixto's, and they have a daughter that's 6 years old, and we've seen her grow up. So just her being a part of our lives since before her daughter was born, and now with her daughter loving to come to Sixto's, and she chose to come to Sixto's last night because her father was not home from work and they were out of power, and so they came to Sixto's.
Perfect.
Right. So in being on the floor, that is one of my pleasures, and Francesca also is just knowing our customers, reaching out, letting them know that we're always here, and they can always, if there's a problem, or sometimes they just want to say, you know what, your staff is great, I just want you to know that, and there's no better feeling than that, to be honest.
How do you extend that same experience to your employees when you maybe are in a different area of the restaurant or at the other restaurant?
Well, that's, we try to tell everybody that they are an extension of Francesca and I, so they represent us in every single move that they make here at the restaurant. So we want people to get to know everybody's name, not everybody, as many people's names as they can, get to know their children when they've gone on vacation, recognize what they drink or what they eat, mention, I know you were here a couple weeks ago, how was that? Or I haven't seen you in a while, where have you been? Play around with them, have fun with them, make your time at your table be like you're having a party with these people. Be their entertainer.
That's a great metaphor. Just that complete experience, having to be a personal experience.
It is an experience. Yeah. Dining is an experience. And when you go out, a food is the benefit of your dining, but you should be entertained almost while you're there. And it should be enjoyable.
Very true. Now, what would you say is your second tip when it comes to marketing and customer experience?
I would say listening to your customers. For instance, when we opened Sixto's here, we had a vision of what we wanted the menu to be, and how we wanted dining to take place here. And after about 2 weeks, it just wasn't working. We listened to what everybody had to say, and we quickly changed the menu. And we put things on that we didn't ever want to put on the menu. We took things off. We changed things up a bit, but you have to listen to what your customers are saying. And they're not insulting you with the, not compliments. It's not a bad thing that they're giving you advice, but you need to listen to their advice, whether it be good or bad, because it's constructive either way.
What was the best way to kind of ask for that advice? Did you do a survey, or was it just casual conversations?
Oh, it was probably very blunt a lot of the times. We've been in the community at that point when we opened Sixto's. We'd been here for 20 years, and so we had a lot of really, really regular customers that were very, very supportive of us when we opened Sixto's. We couldn't have asked for a better situation, being in this community. So people were very vocal about their likes and dislikes. And sometimes it hurt our feelings, but you have to put your feelings aside because we're not here for us. We're here for our customers, and we're here so that the people that work for us can have a life. You know, it's a three-part thing. It's not just Francesca and I.
Completely.
So we try to be that way in our lives as well as in our business, because it's not all about just us. We have to fit into the community.
What are some of the extra touches that you kind of build into the experience, just from a architecture and just the whole vibe that you've created here? It's pretty amazing.
Oh,
it's very
I don't know.
authentic.
It's hard. It is. It's I don't know. It's hard to always put a finger on it. Sometimes I look and I'm just amazed at what we've done, because it is a beautiful restaurant, I think.
Yeah.
And like Alana's is a very homey, comfortable place. You can always go there and you feel comfort and relief, kind of.
Yeah, you totally do.
So, and here, I hope that when people come in, because our service staff has been pretty consistent for the last year, so I hope that when people come in, they recognize faces. I hope that our servers are recognizing their faces, and that people look forward to coming because they know it's going to be a good environment and a good experience.
Yeah. With all that said, what would you say is your third tip, your third kind of best practice? Do you delve into social media and all that
try.
good stuff?
You know what? Francesca and I are not very good at social media. We try to have the younger people that work for us do social media, and it's a lot of work. I commend the people that are active on social media, and I commend the companies that have come forth trying to reach out so that you're out there, because I do think that it is an avenue that is underused. But it's a lot of work.
It's a full-time job.
It is a full-time job.
It's pretty amazing you almost need a full-time employee just for that job.
You do.
In some cases.
We have a Instagram, I think. So, and it's fun to see when I do get the Instagrams from the Marcus and Kayleen that put Instagrams on our site. It's fun to see those and to read people's responses. It's kind of it makes you feel good. But it is something that you have to plan for, and you have to be prepared and have kind of a game plan going forward.
You definitely do. We're big proponents of strategically mapping out your marketing.
Yes.
So if you know it's a certain season for restaurants,
right?
I always remember Casanova Restaurant in Carmel by the Sea.
Oh yes.
They had a picture of the sous chef had an 80-pound fish that was just caught like 20 minutes prior, and then the finished plated dish next to it. So you do have to get very creative and think through it.
Right.
Fortunately, there's a video crew in your back pocket.
Exactly.
AKA your
now
snapshot.
there is, yes, actually. I know yesterday, actually, we had the best opportunity, I think, for an Instagram, and it didn't get done. But because earlier this year, our chef Ben had won a chili cook-off at a brewery down the street.
Excellent.
And so yesterday, he made the same chili that he'd won the cook-off with. So we should have had a picture of our chili plate and our award-winning chili. You know, all these things you think about.
Yeah, usually it's after the fact.
Of course.
It's hard to remember sometimes.
Yes.
Are there any other parting tips you'd like to?
You know, we do, going back to being a part of the community, any school or foundation type person that requests donations, we always give gift certificates, because it's an easy way to get people into the restaurant, and we feel like we feel like if we can get them in, we can get them to come back. So, and that's just another way of being a part of the community and reaching out and putting your name out there.
Exactly. I think overall that's the top 3. Any other details?
That's about all we do.
Excellent.
Honestly.
Well, you guys are doing an amazing job.
We're trying.
Every time I go to either restaurant, it's always packed.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing.
We will.
Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much, Teresa.
You're welcome.
So stay tuned, you guys. We're going to have another interview coming up soon. So thank you for joining us. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.